If you have ever felt so angry and so over your job that you want to pick up your damn computer and throw it out the window, this video is for you. If you are so frustrated by your job, or so bored by your job, or so uninterested in your job and trying to figure out what else to do, this video is for you. And hell, this video is definitely for me because I am both of those things. I am so angry at my job. I'm so irritated, displeased, unhappy, dismayed that I would say I don't know what to do, but that's not true. I know exactly what I'm doing. And what I'm going to do is I'm have to jump head first into entrepreneurship. And I really feel like no matter if you hate your job and want to find something different, hell, even if you love your job, I think everyone should be an entrepreneur and everyone should learn entrepreneurial skills because honestly, that's the only thing that's going to make sure that you and your family keep eating in the long run. Now, there are so many people who talk about, oh, well, I don't think everyone should be an entrepreneur and whatever for that. But up until about 100, maybe even 200 years ago, everyone was an entrepreneur. Why? Because jobs like this, like Fortune 500 companies, they didn't exist. So there was no application board or application site for you to fill out a job and just go get another one, right? So everyone had to be an entrepreneur. They had to create some kind of value to give to the other people around them so that the other people around them that had stuff that they wanted, they could get. And this is, outside of the things that you can create and produce for yourself, which is absolutely a lot. So back to this job thing. Like there are so many things that are changing in the world, whether we're talking about new technologies like AI and I don't know, more stuff like taxes and censorship. All these different things are reasons why everyone needs to learn entrepreneurship because at the end of the day, even if you like your job, I first off, lucky you. But even if you like your job, you may not have the option to stay. You may not have an opinion on whether you stay or not, especially if the girls are trying to cut costs because the record breaking profits just aren't breaking enough records and they need more from that bottom line. They won't hesitate to cut you. And I believe that in my spirit, and I definitely believe that about my job. One of the reasons I'm so upset now is because these hosts sent me it's like a it's like a laptop return form thing. So whenever you're let go from an assignment or you quit an assignment, they tell you how to return your equipment and information or whatever, and how to essentially log off, not log off, I forget what the term for it is, but it's like transfer off or whatever the fuck. But basically, it means you're done with the project and you're deleting all the shit that you don't need to have access to and you're, moving on, right? And I'm just sitting here because that's basically what the email said. So I'm sitting here but did I get fired? What's going on? And to this day, I've sent 3 or 4 different emails about it, and nobody has given me an update where this email came from. Am I fired? Should I be sending my things back? Who knows? Because obviously I don't. And that's just another reason, have to learn some entrepreneurial skills. And my job is a temp job. Jacob's job his job is full time, but like when he wants to take PTO or whatever, it's always an issue. It's some extra bitch that you have to talk to that is going to ask 50, 11 questions about, oh, what are you doing? Where are you going? Why do you need this time off? Are you sure you need it off? XYZ. Like, and who wants to deal with that for the rest of their life? Like, these girls are talking about, oh, well, I want you to work until you're 65. I want you to work until you're 70, 75, or whatever. And like, who's doing that? And I damn sure aren't working. Like, I'm not working 9 to 5 until I'm 65 or 70 doing this job or any job similar to it. And hell, I also may not even get the chance with how they're improving this technology and they're improving AI. Like, since they're trying to, like, there are so many people, again, who are trying to cut costs by cutting their biggest cost, which is labor, which is people and their paychecks. So, knowing that more of that is going to continue happening down the line, people are going to continue downsizing and firing more people because they have newer technology like AI, like other things. So, what are all those people going to do to get by? I mean, the answer isn't find another job because those are the jobs. They're doing the same thing. They're cutting people. They're cutting jobs too. They're cutting jobs using AI and all these technologies to cut down their costs as well. Like, they're all homegirls. They're all running the same game plan. So you as a person who needs to take care of yourself and your family, like how do you adjust going forward? And one of the best ways to adjust going forward is to go back. Remember 100, 200 years ago when people didn't have Fortune 500 companies and everybody was an entrepreneur? I kind of feel like we're shifting our way back to that. And as we kind of shift back, I want to get prepared. Like a bitch like me, I see the writing on the walls. I'm constantly thinking, like I'm constantly seeing what the other girls and other creators are talking about, and I'm like putting the pieces together so that I can have the best life that I can. And if you're a bitch who's trying to have the best life that you can, then this video is for you. Um, By the way, my name is Dom. That's the whole point of this channel, is to figure out how to have the best life possible and to help you have the best life possible. And the ways I'm going to try to do that are through business and entrepreneurship and through health. Because that's all I got. That's what I've been studying. That's what I've been trying to figure out. Those are the big problems that I see for myself. So I'm gonna try to solve them. And if those are problems for you, then this channel may be for you. Maybe you can get some solutions. And even if you get some solutions and they don't work for you, you got a couple experiences, you can mark those off your list. You know those don't work. So you're closer to something that does. Um, so entrepreneurship, like I could talk on and on about all of those different things that are changing in the world, and I probably will in later videos. But entrepreneurship specifically, like, I'm interested in it and learning about it because it really is like an interdisciplinary art. Like if you're an artist or if you've ever done art or studied art, or know anything about art, there's interdisciplinary art. So a discipline art is kind of one thing, a specific discipline, but interdisciplinary arts are multiple um, arts kind of put together. Like interdisciplinary, you may say multimedia artists. Um, and it's dealing with a whole bunch of different things that come together to form some, like, a base thing, right? So for this, that base thing is entrepreneurship, right? But there are these other things that you need to do as well, other skills that you need to learn and or master to get to that entrepreneurship, right? Some of these skills may be content creation, some of these skills may be accounting, may be leadership, may be cash generation or money management. Some of these other skills may be just the ability to plan, to pick a goal and to plan out uh, words, plan out a specific course of action to get there, right? That's a skill too. So all of these skills and more that I probably like scratch the surface, haven't even scratched the surface of make up entrepreneurship. So in order to be a good entrepreneur, in order to have a better life, to better my life through entrepreneurship, I have to learn and get better at these skills. Um, all of those skills, obviously, that I mentioned before. Some of the other skills um, would include like emotional regulation, like being able to keep your emotions in check in order to get the things that you want. Let's see, patience, self awareness, all kinds of different things. And I feel like it's vital to learn these things if you want to be a person who has control of your life, to be a person who has a good life, whatever that means to you. Because if you don't have entrepreneurship skills, you won't be able to create and maintain a business, which means you won't have control over your life. Like I said, all the technology is improving. People are trying to cut their costs, they're trying to get rid of jobs, and just the world itself is changing. And if you aren't ready, if you don't know how to take care of yourself with those entrepreneurship skills, then you are going to be literally at risk. You're going to be subject to whatever the fuck the world is doing, whatever they have going on, whatever they have planned for you. You're essentially going to have to settle for that because you don't have the entrepreneurship skills to create your own business and your own sources of income. So that's why, in order to have a good life, I've figured that I need to have and learn entrepreneurial skills. Like, what else is there? And even though people aren't used to it, because again, the last 100, 200 years, Fortune 500 companies have come up and, people are filling out applications on job boards. So it's never really been easier to get a job. And it's never been more, I don't want to say more difficult to be an entrepreneur because it's definitely the easiest it's probably ever been with all the technology, but it's, I don't know, less popular than just having a traditional 9 to 5. Although I feel that entrepreneurship is like it's definitely on the rise. There are like millions of people who created businesses just last year. And businesses, once you learn more about entrepreneurship, you learn that businesses come and go. They come and go for a multitude of reasons. And you yourself, you can create a business, but it's really unlikely that the business that you start with is the business that you'll end with, right? I've heard that tons of times. So I think that's definitely great to take advantage of for the girls like me who like to explore, who like to do multiple things, who want to learn a little bit about this, want to figure this out, who have questions that keep popping up and feel compelled to seek answers. So, if that's you, welcome, friend. If that's not you, maybe this will open your eyes up to some questions that maybe you should be asking, and some questions that'll hopefully help you live a better life. So, that's pretty much all I have for right now. The next one I am going to talk about some of those reasons, like some of those things that are happening in the world that I see, um, that not only do you want to be aware of, but may put the need for entrepreneurship hopefully into a more enlightened perspective for you. So come back and I'll see you then. Oh, wait. Okay, I do have one more thing. If you got value from this, if you have questions, if you anything, just drop a comment. That helps so much. If there's anything you want to talk about, anything you want to explore with entrepreneurship, you want me to explore, figure out for you, and maybe come back and explain, I'm open to it. Definitely drop something in the comments, and we can all grow in our entrepreneurial skills together. We can all make money together.